grew up here. I come from an immigrant family. My parents, like, we never talked politics at the dining room table. I don't even know if my parents ever voted until I made them go vote for me. And it was not something that we felt like, well, first of all, I think my parents very much had this kind of like head down, work hard kind of mentality, don't make waves. They came from a country that was, they were born during a war. There was this mentality of kind of like, keep your head down, don't make waves, don't stir the pot. But I also think as I've gotten older, part of it was also we just never felt like we were invited. We never felt like we could participate in politics. And I remember the first time I went down and did an internship in DC. I remember getting out. I don't know if any of you taken the train down there, but you get to Union Station, you step out the doors, and you see this beautiful view of the Capitol, and it's amazing, and it was so exciting. And I remember how excited I was that I was there, but then I was overcome by this anxiety because I realized that I didn't know anybody in DC. I didn't know a single human being in DC when I arrived there to do an internship. And I immediately felt like I was an imposter. I felt like I don't belong here. Like, who am I to think that I can work in government and work for the American government? Like, I don't know, I thought that was for like people who had like well-known last names and people that, had fancy suits. And I didn't even own a suit when I showed up in DC. I had to like go to the Macy's and find the sales section. And so I just sort of share that with you because it's not always easy, which is why in particular we wanted to gear this one towards, folks that might not have necessarily been too engaged in politics before, to give you a sense of some of the ways that one can get engaged. There's lots of other things, and I'm always happy, my team's always happy to keep up with you and brainstorm with you. But we want you to feel invited. We want you to feel like you can participate because you have as much of a vote and a voice as anybody else does. Doesn't matter if you're a billionaire, or someone right here in growing up in Camden.